love about you.
It's your boy.
I'm a pro. Till I make my walking go start talking.
What's going on, everyone? Welcome back to another video. It's your boy Vortex Chaos, and it has been a while. I will get into why I haven't recorded in quite some time, and I have one other subject that I need to talk about. So, we're playing Assetto Corsa with the wheel. Hopefully you guys, I doubt any of you are going to watch the gameplay. You're kind of just going to listen to me talking about some, not personal things, but things that I reckon people should, know and should talk about and all this kind of stuff. So I'm just going to get into driving, I guess. Okay, first things first, the reason I haven't been recording is because of exams. They started recently and I've been way focused on studying for those and have had no time to record videos. So that's literally the only reason why. I still do have three exams and like this testing thing that I need to do. And then after that I don't have any other exams till the end of the year. Okay, now that that's out the way, I probably will record a video and upload it on Thursday, maybe, or Friday, depending on if I can be bothered or not. Since my last video, a lot of things have happened in my personal life, I guess. Nothing serious, really, but like, I have yet to get a table, by the way, for my wheel. Hopefully that comes soon, but I don't know, we'll have to see. Okay, so, as I was saying, I have been thinking about a lot of other things now. Because I've had, I've had spare time between study sessions, I guess. Pretty much I study for like a long time and then just have like a 5-10 minute break, and at that point I just think about a lot of things. And on Friday recently, like the most recent Friday that happened in, well, Australia really, me and a group of friends went to the library to go study. Went there at around like 10 or something, 10 in the morning, 10 AM. And then pretty much I left at 2:30, 2:40. Or 250, I don't know. Pretty much what I want to talk about is the subject of money. Some people might agree with me, some people might not, I don't know, and well, I really couldn't care because this is my personal opinion. Hopefully you guys can respect that. Pretty much what happened, my friend, he wanted to leave like early, not really early, but like he wanted to go because he finished, well, he was done studying, right? This was at around 2 o'clock. He called his dad to go to ask him if he could get picked up. And his sister was at a meeting at that time and she wasn't going to be finished until 3, correct? Oh, wow, I don't know why I'm saying correct, nobody can answer me. And then he didn't want to wait until 3 for his sister to come pick him up. And he just wanted to go home, really. But he couldn't walk home because he recently injured his ankle playing basketball. So, that probably wouldn't have been very good for his ankle. So pretty much, he went with my other friend, aka our friend, mutual friend, whatever. He went with him, he went to go drop him off, and pretty much this all started because he called his dad on the phone asking him if he can come pick him up, and he said, no, just wait for your sister to finish because, well, 3 o'clock, just gotta wait an hour. But he didn't want to wait an hour, he just wanted to get home. Why? Well, that's him, I don't know. This is pretty much because of gas. Like, that's literally the only logical reason as to why his dad didn't come pick him up. Keep in mind, he doesn't live very far from the library. Well, like a 5-minute drive, I assume. I don't know, 5-10 minutes. But to get from his house to the library as a walk is probably 50, 60, I don't know, probably an hour, tops. Don't worry about my gameplay, that's just, well, if I'm bad, I'm bad, whatever. I'm trying to get better. Now, he says that his dad is stingy when it comes to this kind of money, like money and gases and all this stuff. And pretty much it got me thinking, is like, I'm just glad that money hasn't gotten into my mind, like my mindset. The way it works with me is you can pretty much spend my money. Like, if I'm in a situation where I have to spend money, like, it doesn't matter what happens, like, I'm willing to spend money in any situation. I am willing to spend the money needed to get something done, correct? So, for me, money isn't that big, because I know, like, if, let's say I spend $5 on something, right? Whether it's useless or not, whatever. I know I am capable enough to get that money back by simply just, I don't know, doing a chore or something around the house and asking if, you know, just for $5 just because, you know, labor or some shit, I don't know. That's pretty much like, I'm willing to spend that $5 if I know I can make it back simply. Even then, like, even if it's like, obviously you don't want to spend too much money at once, like, that's fair enough. But gas really shouldn't cost that much, saying it's literally like a 5-10 minute drive. So like 5-minute drive there, 5-minute drive back, that's 10 minutes gone, right? And that's not even that much gas used. So as to why he didn't go and pick him up at the time he called, most likely reason is gas. That's what he claims. And I just want to say that that's really not good. Like, being stingy is one thing, then being stingy with money is completely different. Because, like, stinginess, that's, you know, that's when you refuse to do something. But stingy with money, or this is, like, my opinion, by the way. Stingy with money means you don't want to spend money if you don't see it, like, if you don't see it worthwhile. You know, if there's, like, another option where, like, you could waste less money, but it would just take longer. Like, that's a bad mindset to be in. It's like, yeah, sure, you could have just spent, what, $10, $20 on gas money. That's literally all it would have taken. That's not much. You can make that back doing, well, some chores, correct? Or even his dad, you know, he's got a job, he can get paid probably triple the amount. Pretty much for me, it took me a while to realize how I wanted to word it, because I never quite knew how I wanted to word my attitude towards money, time, and, you know, energy and all this stuff. But I came across a video from Swoozy. Some of you might know him, most of you might know him, I mean, shit, he's very popular. And I watched this video where he was talking about money, I'm pretty sure. And he mentioned that you can spend my money, like, I can, you know, if you need something, I will spend the money to help or whatever. And, you know, if it requires energy, sure, why not? I'll waste my energy to help out. But do not spend time. Like, do not waste the time. Do not waste my time, don't waste the other person's time, don't bother with that. It's kind of like buying a car, if that makes sense. Like, that, this is, well, no, I'll think of a better way, hold on. Okay, let's put it this way. If somebody comes up to you, whether at school, on the street, whatever, and they say, could you please, you know, give me some food because I'm hungry, and, you know, I haven't had breakfast, haven't had lunch, could you please just give me something to eat? Will you give them food, or will you say no, go ask somebody else? Like, fair enough, if you don't have food, that's, like, you know, understandable. Just say, yeah, sorry, I don't have food, could you please just go ask someone else? On the street, that's different. Like, will you be willing to offer them cash to go buy food for them, or for them to buy food for themselves? Like, yeah, sure, they could have money with them, but, like, spending $5 just to give it to them and for them to go buy McDonald's or something, will you be willing to do that? Me personally, though I'm not trying to make myself sound like an angel, I personally would, because, well, $5, $6 you can spare that, right? Though it does waste energy and it does waste a bit of time gaining that money back. At that very moment, you know, it's somebody else is asking you for a favor. What are you gonna do? You're gonna help them out as best as you can. And obviously you don't want to do something expecting something in return, because then you'll never get something in return and pretty much hate everybody. That's not what this is about. This is about the idea that money does, whether, you know, you agree or not, it does corrupt people. Some more than others, some are willing to not spend anything unless they see it worthwhile, or, like, some people might not even spend money just to, like, help out, you know? Well, obviously, my family, we give money to charities, we give money to, you know, poor people and all this stuff. Obviously not, like, you know, to, like, a charity that gives them to poor people, and clothing and all this stuff. That's just me and my family. Yours could be different, obviously. Nobody's family is the same, nobody is the same. Though you will find families that are similar, you will never find two identical families or two identical people. Like me, I know the type of person I am, and I could easily meet somebody that is like me, but does it in a different way. Because me, I'm not very confident, I'll admit that, but I could find somebody with the same personality as me, but he lacks something that I have, and I lack something that he has. You know, like, he could have confidence, I don't have confidence. But I've got, you know, a different way of thinking than he does, and it might, whether it is or not, it could be better. I don't know. Pretty much, you can, this is for me, personal, you can waste my money, you can waste my, you know, my energy, but do not waste my time. Like, that's literally the worst thing you could do to a human. Waste their time. Because you don't know what they're going through. You don't know what's happening in their lives. They could have some serious disorder, disease, or something. I don't know. And, like, they might have a limited time to live, if that's their situation. So, just try not to waste their time. Try not to waste your time with that same situation. Like, once again, buying a car. You could easily just, you know, try and lower the price, like when you're buying it from a, you know, a private dealer or something. You could easily just try and, like, lower it like $100, $200, but what's the point in that? Like, get the money, give it to him, don't waste your time, don't waste his time, and just move on. Like, yeah, you can make that money back in like a week or two, easy. Though, yes, it would take a lot of time and energy. You're not wasting the other person's time with something that really shouldn't be bothering you at all. And obviously saving money, that's important as well. You don't want to spend all your money all at once, because then, you know, that's never good, is it? But it's important to know that if somebody's asking you for a favor, and you say to yourself, oh, but it's going to cost me this and this much to do this, get rid of that mindset completely. It is not good. Though it might be hard for some people to do, it's worth a try at least. Because you don't want to be stuck in a situation where you have to spend, let's say, $20 or $15 and saying, okay, no, this is too much money spending, I'm not going to spend it, because there are easier ways of doing this, like just asking somebody else. Like what my friend's dad said, you know, say, oh, just wait for your sister to come pick you up from the meeting that finishes at 3:10, whatever. And keep in mind, gas prices here in Australia are expensive, but like, they're not expensive enough to the point where you're not willing to help out your own, you know, family member with a favor. Like, that's not right. That's me though, that I don't see this right. I'm not gonna lie. That did annoy me when my friend told me about this. Like, I actually got pretty furious, I'll admit. My friend, his dad, he asked him for a favor, and instead of going to help him out, he thinks about money first, and thinks about, oh, but gas, you know, it costs a lot. I don't want to spend that money if I can wait another hour or two just for my daughter to come pick you up. That's not right. If somebody asks you for a favor, try and get it done as soon as possible. Don't leave it hanging, because then you'll never do it, right? And you could piss other people off by doing that. Okay, well, I've rambled on for quite a lot. I don't know, that's just me though. I've been thinking a lot more about this kind of stuff, and I've been thinking it isn't right, it really isn't. So I've decided to vent myself in a YouTube video, because why the fuck not? I just hope some of you agree with what I'm saying, and some of you don't hate me for saying the things that I say. Me personally, I just like having fairness between people. Okay, I'm gonna stop rambling now and just end this video, because the longer this goes for, the more I start bitching. So, if you guys enjoyed this video, hit the like button. If you guys didn't like this video, hit the dislike button. Subscribe if you are new. Keep in mind, I won't be uploading a video on Tuesday. Like, this is just a one-time thing that I'm uploading this on a Saturday/Friday for anyone else. But, yeah, that's pretty much... Oh, wait, yeah, this entire thing happened yesterday, so... Yeah. So, yeah, thank you guys very much for watching, and peace out.